Hey everyone, my name is MidNightTwilite, or I go by Nyxie. My birth name is Nicholas, or Nick, but I go by Nyxie. So I hope you guys enjoy this video. So I'll be doing a review of my life, well, a story of my life. Gonna talk about when I was a kid, to how I grew up, to how I changed to a teen, to adult, and I'll be doing a journal of my life on YouTube. I'll be recording videos once every day to just talk about my day and how my life has been, to keep a journal. So yeah, I was a very shy kid, but really outgoing. I enjoy talking to people, listening to stories of people who have to hear. I grew up with my grandmothers. I grew up with my grandparents on my mother's side. We lived in Calgary. I moved around a lot from when I was young. So from grade K to grade 2, I moved around at least once every 6 months for about 2, 3 years. I got held back in grade 2 because my grades didn't meet exceptions. I was learning, but I wasn't learning at the grade specific level, so I got held back in grade 2. My parents were renting a house and they couldn't keep up with the bills, so they wanted to move somewhere where it was cheap to buy a house. And at the time, that was Saskatchewan. So when I was 6 years old, we took a trip to Saskatchewan to go to Saskatoon. We rented a small house for about 6 to 7 months, and then my parents were like wanting to actually own their own property, so we went out about an hour away from Saskatoon. So I have two siblings, one brother, one sister. They're both younger than me. I started school in the small town called Harris for when I was in about grade 2 to grade 9, so 7 years. I started school in Harris in 2007. I had a GameCube back then, which I played a lot. I played Pokemon XD, to Most Wanted, Need for Speed Most Wanted, to Need for Speed Underground City 2, to Mario Kart, to Mario Super Smash Bros. Back in 2009, I was on my computer. I was playing Flash games, and I found this Flash game called Adventure Quest Worlds. Well, more so Adventure Quest. Adventure Quest Worlds was the MMORPG of Adventure Quest. The gamer tag I used for Adventure Quest Worlds was called Tippy505, which was the name for my cat, which is her name's Tippy. She's 15 years old right now. So in fifth grade, I went to snowboarding for my birthday. It was a school event. The school in Harris raised enough money for us to go snowboarding for like grade 6 to 9 kids. So we went snowboarding. It was on my birthday of 2010 actually, so February 26th. So my mom said I can have a friend over and we can play GameCube and stuff like that on my birthdays. So after we got home from snowboarding on February 26th, 2010, we had homemade pizza, my favorite's pizza, which I love pizza. So after me and my friend ate pizza, homemade pizza, my mom brought out a box, which was an Xbox 360 box. I opened it, and I was really excited, and I seen a movie called Little Man, which is a comedy. I was shocked, but also a little sad because I wanted to get an Xbox for my birthday. So after I opened the box and I seen the DVD Little Man inside, my mom and dad prompted me to go to my bedroom, which I opened the door, and the Xbox 360 was set there. It was hooked up. It wasn't. So I need to create a profile and stuff like that, but it was set up to my TV. The gamer tag was called Sinuous Kibbles. I'll put an annotation right here. That was my gamer tag for about 2010 to 2012, 2013. First game I got was an ATV game. I think it was called Rush. And also a second game called Lego Batman, which was the first edition of Lego Batman. In the past, when I was playing Rush, I was on my Xbox 360. I was standing up vertically, and I accidentally pushed my foot onto the console and it fell. And back with the Xbox 360s, if you move the console while the game is running, it will create a ring around the wrist that won't be able to be read by the console. So I lost that game of Rush, the ATV game. So through 2010, 2011, I played games such as Borderlands, Banjo-Kazooie, Nuts and Bolts, Black Ops 1, COD Zombies. I didn't have internet, I didn't have a Wi-Fi adapter, so I couldn't play online. I played Borderlands for at least 3 days straight, not back to back, but in total of game time, I put 3 days, 72 hours into it at least. So I played Fallout 3, Saints Row 2, Red Dead Redemption 1 and 2. So in 2011, I got a laptop for my grandpa, which I wanted a laptop, so I could play games on it. But it was a good laptop, but it wasn't the best. I could only play like Plants vs Zombies on the web on Flash games. I couldn't download any games because it wasn't the best. I got a laptop for 11th birthday, or 12th birthday in 2011. So I watch YouTube and Netflix stuff as Yar's Cast for Minecraft. And Netflix such as My Name's Earl. Finished all that series. Didn't finish the TV series because they canceled it, so I was a bit sad. But 2011 I got into Walking Dead first season, which was awesome. As a kid I was scared, but I enjoyed the scenic view. Like the graphics were really good, and I was really intrigued by The Walking Dead. Back in 2012 I met a friend. Her name was Jordan. My friend Matthew, his cousin was Jordan, so I met Jordan through my friend Matthew. We did shit like play video games throughout the summer. We went on Migo lots. We did a bunch of stuff. We even drank a little alcohol for a bit, so that was a bit weird, but that was a fun part of my life. I went to her house every day for the summer of 2012, and I would only go home, take a shower, and then I would be right back at Jordan's place, playing games or doing some shit. During 2013, I got for my birthday was a PS3, which I wanted a console to play online. So with PS3 back in the day in 2013, you didn't have to pay for online, so I got to play online games. Games I played were such as Uncharted, Drake's Deception, which is the third game, played online. First thing I did when I plugged in my PS3 and I booted up the system and I entered my gamer tag, what at the time was Goody Goody 2. So from February till April of 2013, I played my PS3. So I played games such as COD, Black Ops, Red Dead Redemption, Uncharted, Dead Island. 2013 I bought myself Borderlands 2, which my two classmates I was in school with also had a PS3 and they had Borderlands 2. So we spent about a week just gaming, grinding that game, playing the game, getting good weapons and stuff. As in 2013 when I was playing Dead Island, I was thinking of, I seen videos on the internet of hackers of hacking Dead Island and having custom HP and custom settings. So I wanted to jailbreak my PS3, but two things that came up was, one, I didn't know how to jailbreak, and two, my console was the slim edition of the PS3, so I couldn't even jailbreak because I needed one of the original fat PS3s to jailbreak. So I wasn't able to jailbreak, but from going from Dead Island to wanting to jailbreak my PS3, I went onto my laptop again from 2011, and from there I went to looking at videos of Dead Island, of hacking and mods and stuff, to when I was on the Google browser on one of my favorite bars, when you add a favorite to your web browser, was Adventure Quest World. I played that game from 2013, from April to about November 2013. So I was playing the Flash game Adventure Quest Worlds. I was addicted to that game. I would go to bed at midnight every night for about 8 months, and then I'd wake up at 4 a.m. and I'd game from 4 to 8, and then I went to school. So every day I was putting in at least 16 hours of gaming into Adventure Quest Worlds. I was heavily addicted. I wanted to live my life into the video game. That was my way of coping with my depression. And I wasn't suicidal at the moment, but I was very depressed. I didn't want to live a life. I wanted to start working at the time, but I was only in grade 8 or 9. Well, I was in grade 8, so I couldn't be able to do that. So yeah, that's my life story up until 2013. Next video will be about 2014 and up to my current life in this situation. So thanks guys for listening, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.